30%. So we also sent a revised letter to you to see what the effect is in our office. Just briefly, and I would invite the commissioners to come down to my office. I know the Citizens Review Committee recommended that you visit every office. I know you've been real busy and haven't had the opportunity to come down yet. I think it's important that you come down and maybe discuss each with my department heads to see what we do for the county, because you know, we did lay off 13 people in 2011 here. Those were mostly clerical. Now we get to the prosecutors, and in the letter we gave you, to meet the 40%, there would be 16 prosecutors out of 28. So that leaves us with 12 prosecutors. And of those 12 remaining, 2 are under a contract with the Jobs and Family Services for child sexual and physical abuse cases. I'm talking with Julie Barnes. We all know they're getting hit severely from the state. So there could be 2 less attorneys that are handling child abuse cases. And that is a big problem here in Stark County. We had the opportunity to address that issue. We had a good our Child Advocacy Center working together on that. That could be gone. We do have a domestic violence prosecutor that has a grant, and as we well know, grants are from year to year, and you don't know what's going to go on there. So potentially, we can be down to 9 prosecutors. And I'm not just talking about the common police court. I'm talking we have to also handle juvenile court. We also have Court of Appeals, 3 appellate, the criminal defendants appeal. We have to respond to that. We also run 3 grand juries. There's no way that we can run 3 grand juries. No way in hell. It's impossible. And I need to give it the judges in both common pleas and family court. It's something we need to discuss, because the cost of doing, or the way of doing business here in Stark County is changed, and we just can't handle that. And just to show that, you know, this is a public safety issue, and how things are going, you know, the public defender's office will be, and we all, you know, I respect the public defender's office in Tammy, and we respect the criminal defendants who have a representation. We know that, but you know, their office would be about $200,000 less than what our office would be getting. So public safety wise, you know, the victims of crime are the one that's going to be hurt in this case. The taxpayers will be hurt in this case. So I do ask that the commissioners please come down and let's discuss that, because you know, there are certain statutory duties that the prosecutors do have. I've heard reasons that we can't cut this or can't cut that. There's going to be some expenses regarding special prosecutors that have to handle certain cases, because we won't be able to do that any longer. So we need to discuss that. Now, getting back, I went off got on the internet yesterday regarding the sales tax rates by county in Ohio as of July 2011, and we have the great honor of being at the bottom at 5.75%. Okay, we are the lowest in the state of Ohio. In fact, at 0.25%, we were the lowest in the state of Ohio. So if you commissioners go with 0.5%, that gets us up. We get to join the 4 counties above us, because the 4 counties above us have 6.25%. And if you look at the stats, there's 48 counties out of 88 counties that have a 7% or higher sales tax. And I'm on the Ohio Prosecutors Association committee, and I go there, and guess what everybody's doing? Crying about money. They don't have no money. And I'm just smiling. I'm sort of embarrassed to tell them that we don't have a sales tax. I mean, the 7th largest county, we have no sales tax, and the rest of them are bellyaching about not having enough funds to prosecute the criminals. And all I can do is encourage you to get this on for the November ballot. I, too, agree with Sheriff Swanson. 0.5% is not enough. I know in this tough economic times, but I think, you know, you're showing some big reality here to the public. There's going to be some public safety issues that's going to come up, and I feel sorry for you 3. because guess what? Everybody's going to be pointing fingers at you. And that's what we have to worry about. And just to show you, here's a case in the Massillon paper. They can't man charged for 2 robberies in Massillon. And the gentleman was just released 3 weeks ago from prison. As you all know, House Bill 86 signed by the governor, that's going to release more prisoners coming back to us that we're responsible for somehow, some way. So it's just going to get worse. I ask you to think about that now. It's a public safety issue. I think we are ready to go. We've been ready to go. Our employees to help the commissioners in any way they request on campaigning for this issue. I had 13 employees that I laid off and their families that were ready to go. I'm going to have, my staff going. I'm sure everybody in this room is going to be raring to go. So we just need to get together and get this on the ballot and get it passed and tell our message to